These three are very, very important. Now, based on that, we will design effective research formulations. Number one, identity research problem. How to identify the research problem. That's what clarity is very important. Also important. If you select a very big problem, but the feasibility is very less, the resources are not found, or resources are not like easily to get that, or cost-wise, cost is also very high, for example, then we are unable to carry further research. So whatever the resources are available are to you, and clarity about the research activities, you please focus on that. Now, how to identify the research problem? Clearly articulate the issue or phenomenon you want to investigate. Ensure it is specific and researchable. This is a very, very important. The problem should be very specific. The problem should be research particularly, not in a generalized form, but it should be very, very specific. That's what clearly you define the problem and the issue of that your research should be thoroughly investigate and define a specific need for the research. Then contextualize, understand the background and relevance of the problem in the existing literature of field. Yes, to identify the research problem, first of all, the background and relevance of the problem you must understand. And that you can confirm through your existing literature. Or you can directly visit the field. Wherever your observation, you visit the field, or from the literature you read, you identify the research gaps. That could be help to identify your research problem. Then number two, conduct a literature review. Literature review, this is a very important before we to get the concept or idea about your research area, then the literature is very, very important. Examine previous studies related to your topic to identify gaps. So that's what we suggested. As a supervisor, we suggest to my students, first of all, read the latest current literature, what people are doing in the society, or for concern to that problem, whatever we are given. So then why we are given latest? Because earlier, last 10 years or 15 years or 20 years back, already they have done some research. But to upcoming the new properties or new product development, then a lot of changes are happened in the society. That's the reason the literature is very, very important. That's what existing research, that is examine previous studies related to your topic to identify gaps, contradictions, and area for further exploration. These are the very, very important before you confirm or identify the research problem. Research, conduct a literature survey properly to identify the gaps. Is there any contradictions? You can identify that and resolve it. And also, for further exploration, then also go to conduct a literature survey or literature review. Then theoretical framework. Based on the existing theories or models that can guide your research. Therefore, the theoretical models, or some people, they have taken the software, they are using the software to resolve some issues. But practical is a different. Theoretical is different and practical is, but maybe close to the.
Your voice is not clear, sir.
Yeah, I think it's okay now.
Yeah, sir.
Yes,
Now
sir.
it's okay, sir.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay,
The
sir.
theoretical concepts also sometimes this helps to reach the practical solutions, or practical to solve the practical problems. So that's what the softwares are. We cannot avoid, we cannot deny the software tools, or because today many people are used at least 20 to 30% the software solutions, software related issues involved in the thesis today. You can see any thesis you can find today, at least 10% is there using that solution from the software tools. Third one is formulate research questions. This is the primary and secondary, two different types. You have to formulate the research questions. In a primary research question, define the main question your research aims to answer. Yes, whatever you identify the research gap, you frame a question, then your research must be answered to that question. And secondary question, they will develop additional questions that will help address different aspects of the main question. The some sub concepts are required related to your main problem, then that also we can secondarily, you can develop your own question for your secondary the concepts for your main problem. That also you can focus here. Example, for example, how does social media usage impact adolescent mental health? But secondary, you can see the social media behavior, specific social media behaviors are associated with changes in adolescent mood. These are the these are the examples for the primary and secondary. The primary is the you must answer the question, no doubt, but we need some related concepts also to solve the main problem that you can design the secondary questions also. Then fourth one is develop hypothesis or objectives. Yes, based on your identity research gaps and concept and focus of your research, then you also develop the hypothesis and objectives. Hypothesis is, if applicable, state testable predictions based on your theoretical framework. These are often used in quantitative research. I think you must have aware, many people you know, I think even your PG or UG, you are used these hypothesis testing conditions to improve the results status. And objective of this clearly outline the aims of your research, specifying what you intend to achieve. So this already in a qualitative research we discussed. This is the example is hypothesis. Increased social media usage is positively correlated with higher levels of anxiety among adolescents. But objective is to explore the relationship between the social media usage patterns and self-reported anxiety levels among teenagers. This is the today, you know, many examples among are surrounding you in your home. There's a lot of impact of the social media among the without mobile phone, without TV, and without uses of all the electronic goods, then very difficult to live today. So there are a lot of impact and a lot of time is wasted, a lot of time is diverted to other things. So you must be restricted at some level. And fifth one is choose the research methodology, yeah, according to your research gaps, according to your research activities, and your focus and concentration. Then you have to select the method. Choose appropriate qualitative and quantitative, or sometimes we use a mix of qualitative and quantitative based on your research questions and objectives. Yes, the research methods you have to use depends on your problem, research problem. Whether it is qualitative or quantitative or both mixed, but you have to design your own objectives for according to your uh, research problem and according to define that design the research methodologies. Justify choice, that is explain why these methods are suitable for addressing your research problem. Here, we more focus on the right research method, which is executing a problem. Sometimes unknowingly, we are unable to select the proper research method that gives the another results. Sometimes we feel initially we thought that, oh, maybe this research method is suitable for this. But later that may not be valued or that may not be give the right results to your research problem. That is also then you have to select the a right research method to execute your research activities. And number 6, design the research process. Yes, this is the a proper process you have to develop for the your research activities. That is sampling, determine your target population. That is maybe randomly or stratified or convince mode. Then you have to determine the target population and sampling methods and data. According to that, you collect the data. That is specify how you will gather data from the surveys, interviews, experiments, meet the people, and approach the different societies and you discuss with them. Then the data is very, very important. Based on that, design your research method and objectives and everything you have to design based on that. And after collecting data, a proper analysis is very, very important. The qualitative analysis is very, very important here. How the analysis is help to you to formulate the research, to give guidelines, some procedural methods for your research. Yes, absolutely. I used to follow regularly the data collection and data analysis is very, very important to give the way to design the research objectives and research method. To identify the right research method. Therefore, data analysis outline how you will analyze the data to address your research questions. Example, statistical tests and thematic analysis. So number 7, develop a research proposal. This is extraordinary, extreme important. This is a research proposal is. See, once you, as a scholar, under the guidance of your supervisor, if you're able to design a research proposal according to your concept, based on your.
Excuse me, sir. Your
And
voice is
that
not.
would be tested your knowledge and concept and methods. Hello?
Your voice is
Hello,
not
madam?
clear, sir.
Nice, sir, not clear.
Sorry, maybe some internet connection issue here.
Sir,
Yeah.
yes, sir. Sometimes it breaks your voice.
Okay, sorry. Okay, now it's okay?
Okay, sir.
Right. Thank you. So develop a research proposal is very, very important. Is some external body, your proposal, your research activity is tested by, for example, you submit a research proposal to DST, Department of Science and Technology, or DRDO, or some private funding agency, CSIR, like that. You can get the fund for your research problem, because once they sanction a project for your own research activity, yes, that should be highly weighted in the society, because already some committee, there are 10 to 15 people in the committee, they have certified your problem. That problem is very important to the society or technology. That's what the people are given project to you. Depends on your methods, depends on your project objectives, depends on the way you have to execute that. In the presentation also you are convinced in the committee. In front of the committee you have to convince. That's what the proposal, research proposal from your own research activity plays a stage in your career. So that's what we suggested many students or many people. Yes, you are ready with all the methodology, objectives, and everything concept-wise is good, then you apply for research proposal to funding agencies, particularly government funding agencies. They won't based if any proposal needs some changes in the objectives or methods, will give the proposals, because some requirement, because different people in the committee, they are thinking in different directions. That's what is the. So what is there in the research problem? Just only I will give one research and state the research problem. Yes, that's what I mentioned. Literature review, summarize relevant research and theories, latest current research. Everybody, I request everybody, please focus on latest research, that you collect the data and you read many times and identify the research gaps from the latest literature review. Then research questions and objectives you have to prepare according to a literature. Then you have to define the methodology, what exactly the method is suitable for your own research to execute that. And timeline and budget. Yes, timeline also, timeline activity, that may be 2 years or 3 years or 1 year. How many years you want to execute that project? The timeline also you have to give. Generally, in every DST or DRDO, they are used to ask 3 years, that is a 36 months. How many months is required for your literature work? How many months is required for your questionnaire or methods or objectives? Like that, finally, documentation, report preparation and documentation, that you have to take the duration, how many you have to mention here. Now, ethical considerations. Some you should not copy from others. The research is you should not. Some ethical considerations also very important. The data manipulation is not correct, not advisable. Manipulation is. That's what, dear friends, I request on behalf of everybody, please be ethical on your own research activity. Yes, you fight and spend a lot of time on that. You get the results. Definitely will get the results. In the universe, every problem has their own solution is there. Solution also defined. Only problem identification is the only. You are capable to frame a question, then definitely you are the right person to give the solution also. You know the solution also for that. Yeah. Ethical considerations, informed consent, ensure participants understand the purpose of research and consent to participate. Confidentiality, protect the privacy and confidentiality of participants' data. Yes, definitely. That is a very important confidential. In the research, you must maintain. Ethical approval. Obtain approval from an ethics committee or institutional review board if required. Yes, in the research proposal also, the funding agencies or government bodies, one column they are mentioned clearly. Is there any ethical? Then they will take, before you give the funding to your project, they will take some ethical certificate considerations, and also environmental or pollution related kind of things also. They will take these 2 documents from you, consent from you. So now, number 9 is a pilot testing. Before you start the actual research, yes, you conduct the pilot study. Pilot test you have to conduct initially. That's what, test your research instrument and procedures on a small scale to identify any issues and make necessary adjustments. This is one of the very important concern every researcher is, why we go for the pilot study. The reason is,
హాట్స్పాట్ ఆన్
straight
చేసిన
away you go.
హాట్స్పాట్ ఆన్ చేసిన కొద్దిగానే ఉంది.
Pilot study, test your research instruments and procedures in a small scale. Otherwise, your material, your time effort, and involvement of your workforce and everything is wasted, because in a larger scale, sometimes the project is not work out in the larger scale, but prototype may be developed. But how to validate that prototype? How to validate that prototype? That's the reason sometimes these pilot study is very, very important. But you have to, yes, on larger scale, after your confirmation with the pilot study results, then you go to industry. You go to conduct in the larger scale. And 10th one is refinement. After, based on many results, pilot study, ethical considerations, and the previous points here, whatever we discussed today, that you should be refinement and revise according to any modifications are required, you can modify that. Based on feedback from the pilot study and any further consultations, refine your research, and according to that, you have to design your methodology, research methodology. And even sometimes we need to change the objectives also. That's what at the beginning in the research, whatever we design objectives, after 6 months or after 8 months or 10 months, so the little changes are there in the objective. You see in every research, there are very few people, they won't change their objectives from beginning to ending. But majority, because of their observations, their pilot study, their involvement, and discussion with people, they have to change their objectives. See, because by the experience, we'll get a lot of things. And 11th one is implementation. This is the final stage. That's what in a research formulations, these all level steps are very, very important to execute your project successfully within a span of 2 years or 3 years or 4 years of your course. So execute research plan, carry out the research as per your design, collecting and analyzing data according to your plan. Now, what happens is here, we are here a research committee, we are formulated in the institution SRC. The SRC aims to identify, or the SRC main aim is to validate your results. Every time, every 6 months, the committee is sitting on your problem or during your presentation, they want to give some suggestion. They observe your way of doing. So whatever the research plan you have submitted, whether you are following or not, they have to identify. They have to verify your all research results, and they will guide you. That's what research committee is formed in every university or every institution. Yes. Otherwise, the committee, 6 people or 5 people sitting over only on particular time, sitting on you on your results. Then they have to guide. If there are any changes is required, then the committee is recommended. So you have to change this, that. That's what to get the ultimately the committee, SRC committee, is also helps to you to strengthen your research activity. This is research formulations. Yeah. Here is one thing is very clear is selection of research problem. After formulating, yes, is a selection of the research problem is one criteria, and some things you are repeated here also. Yes, identify your interest and expertise, research existing literature, consider practical relevance, assess feasibility, define the scope, and seek feedback, formulate a research question, and evaluate significance. The same we have to repeat it here in terms of only 8 points here. But every point, what in the
Sir, your
previous slide,
voice is
research
not clear.
formulation. Yeah,
Your voice is not clear.
yeah, sorry. Is it okay now?
So it's clear, sir.
Hello?
It's clear.
Yeah, thank you.
Clear,
Thank you.
clear, yeah.
So this is based on your research formulations And this is the selection of this is the only outline of selection of research problem. That's what same thing in the first, whatever discussed in the research formulation here also same thing. Identify your interest and expertise. See, many people are, okay, some people they want degree only. You see, for example, MBA, he is masters in finance, but he want to study in marketing. PhD. Okay, you can do it. Okay, there is nothing wrong. You can change your stream also, nothing wrong. Because the problem is here, before you want change your stream, do you have any experience in that marketing? Or you update your skills, knowledge in the area of marketing? Then only you come. Then otherwise, you are getting confused and your supervisor is also getting confused because they are unable to. A PhD is nothing but a psychological course. Once you guide and you in the stream, in the same line, then only you will execute the project or execute the thesis properly. Is there any difference? Then we are unable to move. That is not a simple thing. That's the reason the guide and student relation is very, very important here. Always. There are two people working on same problem for a long time, then you will get the very good results. So that's what, dear friends, identify your research interest and expertise. Yes, whatever you want, you can do it. Even engineering people also, some people are there doing law, LLB, they are doing law because their interest after after some years, if they are is towards they want to get the degree in LLB, yes, they can move. Or some historical social studies also, some people are even engineering graduates, many people, they qualified in IAS because of anthropology. Anthropology is not studied it, but is only his interest only. His interest and expertise. Before that, he write article or something. And many people, I saw many interviews of IAS people, anthropology, physics, and chemistry. Except engineering, they did everything. Even though he is a CSE guy, one guy I know, he completed his BTech in computer science from BITS Pilani, but he is selected for IAS. He is masters also in CSE, but his selection of courses are anthropology and physics. We don't know because maybe his interest. His interest. It depends on interest and expertise. Then you will get the success. Otherwise, it's not possible. Just only for the namesake you take, then you will getting confused and lot of pressure on your mind, and we are unable to. See, in IITs and IIT Kanpur and IIT Kharagpur, IIT Madras and IIT Bombay, you see these 4 world IITs, IIT Roorkee, 5 world IITs. The people, how they are hours together sitting in the lab and execute their own program. How they are getting innovative things from the lab. Psychologically, they are deformed because every time they are putting effort on the lab. Even 35 years and almost they are unable to finish their degree. Some people take 6 years to 8 years instead of 4 years and 3 years. See, this is the very logical course, psychological course. You must focus properly on your own research activity. I will tell you because we are from that burning stage. Then I will give some guidelines for you all of you. Just only in every day in your life, you give some time for that research activity, at least 2 to 3 hours every day. Whatever you have, you are doing in the home or in the office or whatever. But every day 2 to 3 hours. Otherwise, it's very difficult to finish get the degree in time. Now, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think now it's okay. I think my voice is audible.
Sometimes your voice is very low, sir.
Oh, Madam, I think there's an internet issue sometimes. I don't know exactly. Yeah. Now I think is fine for you. Yeah.
Sir, your voice is perfectly all right. Sometimes the connection is getting break, so the voice is little bit shaky.
Okay, madam. Thank you. Sorry.
Other
Yeah.
than that, there is no
Okay.
problem.
Yeah. Do you clear about the research formulations?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, anyhow, you want any clarification? Anytime you visit the university, please come to visit my lab so that I can give the clarity. If any doubt is there in the university, if somebody is visited my lab, interested to visit my lab, definitely I will give some clarity about the research activity.
Okay.
Sure,
Right.
sir. Sure, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, this is the identify the broad area of interest, that is expertise and interest, literature review, narrow down the focus, define the research problem, and characteristics of well-defined research problem, that is specific, feasible, relevant, and researchable. We can give hours together talking on the research activities, but your interest is very important. How do you select the problem? How do you select the research concept and activity? How do you go about how to design the research methodology to get the effective solution for your research problem? See, once again, I repeat here, narrow down the focus. Your PhD research area itself is very, very narrow, and we focus on this, very narrow. Break the broad topic into more specific subtopics or questions. Aim to focus on a particular aspect that is both interesting and feasible to study. So, I will share one video on the group. Recently, one researcher in a material side, he discovered one new device without taking the blood from the patient to test the blood group and identify the other diseases uh, in the patient. Generally, we used to take the injection. That syringe you can take it and take the blood and fill in the tube and test in the lot of equipments are there. Almost we need to pay 1,000 to 5,000 rupees, depends on the case to patient. But today you believe or not, a very good device is designed by one scientist. I know name also, but I'm extremely happy. Without taking any blood from the people, just only they tested all the blood groups and diseases and everything. They could even the blood percentage also how much is there the device can give. That's a very extraordinary innovation recently, but not into the market right now. But only I'm in one research group. We discussed, but really I'm extremely happy. Maybe soon is coming into the market. Earlier, if any patient is suffered with fever, then the doctor is given a small device they put inside the mouth and they measure the temperature. But due to that corona period, then they avoid the device because that is not correct. So different people, the device you have to place in the mouth and take the reading. Earlier, in my olden days, even 4-5 years back, also the doctors are used to take before corona. They used to take that device to measure the temperature of the body. They put inside the mouth. But today, yes, they don't touch a small device. They put on the finger, and they know the temperature of the body. Then write this. It's even this is the process. A lot of changes are happened. Innovations are happened in the research in the medical application. Yeah. Now, frame the research questions, define the key terms and concepts, justify the research problem, consider the scope and limitations of your research. So these are the some of the very, very important parameters to define or to design for your own research activity. So example I can give today here about your research formulations. Yes, broad area, for example, environmental impact of urbanization. But narrowed focus is just only for your general topic I'm selected for easy understanding for you. Therefore, environmental impact of urbanization. Narrowed focus, the effect of urban green spaces on air quality in metropolitan areas. So definitely on green spaces, on air quality in metropolitan areas is now burning problem. It's a very current topic because the air quality is very less in urbanization. Now, how the parameters are influenced to affect the air quality? Yes, that is the environmental impact of urbanization is the broad area, but you have to reduce or focus on your research and narrowed research. That is the effect of parameters on the air quality in the metropolitan areas. Then you define the research problem statement. How to write that research problem statement? Yes, how do urban green spaces influence air quality in large metropolitan areas? But now you can see that is a statement, but the research questions are the relationship between the amount of urban green space and level of air pollutants. That is the one question you can define. The second one is how do different types of green spaces, parks, green roofs, how these green spaces impact the air quality? What is oxygen levels and what is the pollutants in the air? See today, and ppm levels are very high in air, and the many environmental friends and the scientists they suggested reduce the carbon in industries. The what we call the outcome of the wastage from the industries they are suggested to reduce. Today, the Telangana government is focused on in Hyderabad particularly. They want to refine the Musi River, the water in particular, because it is highly polluted. There are many harmful chemicals are there in the Musi River, the water in the Musi River. That's what the government is focused. This is the highly effect on urbanization. Yes, definitely. That's what the government is really, I salute the government because environment is very important to change the, whatever the political background, I don't know, whatever the political influence, I don't know, whatever the money involved, I don't know. But as a environment lovers, we are thinking about how to refine the pollutants or change or reduce the pollutants in the air quality. That's what this is the Telangana, hats up to Telangana government to take the active part to refine the Musi River, the water in the Musi. Now, key terms: urban green space, air quality, air pollutants. Yes, and for that, all these three terms are very, very effective. These three terms are green spaces, and it is in urban, and air quality, and pollutants in the air. These are the three keywords to define your research. Justification. This research is important due to growing concerns about urban air pollution and its health impacts. Understanding the role of green spaces can inform urban planning and policy. Yes, that can improve the planning, urban planning and policy based on the green spaces we can design, and also the important due to growing concerns about urban air pollution and its health impacts, how the air quality's impact on the health of the people in the urban area. Yeah, this is some small difference. Here. I want to give to you the qualitative research versus quantitative research. This is a small difference is here. So the qualitative research is we concerned. There are here is 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. These are the 9 important parameters we considered for the qualitative research. So how we go about it, qualitative research? That's what I think already we studied qualitative research. That's, in-depth observation, in-depth interaction, in-depth interviews with the people. That's what a study exploring the experience of veterans transitioning to civilian life might involve conducting in-depth interviews with veterans to understand their challenges, coping strategies, and perceptions of support services. So this is a very important area to improve the quality of the research. Just I need some time to take some water. Yeah, please. Sorry. Right. Now, that's what quality research is: the in-depth interviews, focus groups, participant observation, and case studies. So I written very clearly about each and every process about in-depth interviews, focus groups. For example, focus groups. How do you go about it? Focus groups. A company wants to develop a new product. What we can do? Just simply a company, if they want to release the new product into the market, before that, what they did research? The marketing aspects, cost wise,
Advertise.
employment resources, and testing services compared to the existing product, quality wise compared to the existing product. They have to observe in many aspects. That's what a company wants to develop a new product. They might organize focus group with potential users to discuss their needs, preferences, and experiences related to similar products. The insights gained can guide product design and marketing strategies. Marketing strategies, these are the very important or key things to discuss about or to get the qualitative research of your own concern. Then for participant and case studies. Case studies is already one problem is there. Then what are the installation and experimentation, testing, analysis, and everything you have to do one case study. Then the results helps us to develop the new
Sorry, your
product.
voice is breaking.
Yeah. Yeah. It's okay now?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, please. So this is the case study, everybody, because before we start the research, we do something. We do some analysis about existing product and all, so that we came to know something new, innovative things in that. Ethnography, content analysis, grounded theory, narrative analysis, and phenomenological research. This is the last one is important. This research might be used to explore the lived experiences of the people who have survived natural disasters. The goal would be understanding the essence of their experiences and how they make sense of their survival and recovery. So this is a phenomenological research we have to do for our survival, because the product, once you design the product, whether the product is survived or not, and what are the parameters come into the to influence the changes of the product. So once the product is good or existing or overcome all the difficulties with the current product, whatever you design, if that product is overcome all the existing difficulties, then you are a successful entrepreneur in the, and your product is a good research product is useful for that. But today, I think you know very well in that during I will give one more example here. During COVID period, the people have developed suddenly Covaxin, the vaccine they developed, some company. I don't want to use that name, but company developed some Covaxin or some other things are. But see, is it correct? Really, our lifestyle, existing conditions, in our temperature conditions, yes, our body supports. Maybe some patients or some suffered with some long diseases, they may be affected. But who are stronger in health and resistance to all these pollution and temperature, environmental conditions and all, then I think that that vaccine is not required. But today there are many side effects. The blood thickness is increasing.
Sir.
Even the company people also agree.
Excuse
Yes.
me, sir. Sir, 1 to 4 points are not there, sir.
Yeah, please.
Can you please show the previous slide?
It's okay?
Yes, sir. These four
No,
are
no,
the.
this is the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
this
you,
is the
sir.
4 are the. Yeah. That's what I
Okay,
have
sir.
to focus on this. Then next is the fifth one and sixth one, seventh one is a similar. Already we discussed earlier also. But these are the one of the important for the qualitative research. 9 points is. Yeah. Then quantitative research. Quantitative research. You know, this is a crucial in various fields for several reasons. Objectivity and precision, statistical analysis, generalizability, comparative analysis, replicability, efficiency, decision making, and trend analysis. So these are the some of the quantitative approach and qualitative approach for to carry forward research activities in coordination with your supervisor. Yeah, now I will stop and I will give some discussion point
Sir,
now.
can you please display the previous slide of this quantitative, sir?
Yeah.
The first slide. Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is the quantitative research.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now I will give the time for you to ask any. You have any doubt? Do you please ask?
Sir, my
So
request,
then about
my request is, will you please provide
yeah,
this
please.
our slide? Will you please provide this our slide to review?
Yeah,
after
definitely. Sure,
completing?
definitely. The entire unit, whatever I teach today,
Yeah.
or after maybe they are given.
Sir, when will be the exam, sir?
You please ask Balaji, Dr. Balaji. He is the right person.
Doctor, can you come to the first slide of today's session, Doctor? I have one
Yeah.
question there.
Very good, very
First
good.
slide.
Yeah, please, Ali. I think Ali sir is asking.
With yes, sir.
Yeah.
Doctor, if you go to my chat box, generally I send one message. Generally in
I have
our
not seen, I
research
think.
here, in my chat box, now regarding the literature review I'm talking about. Regarding the
Yes.
literature review, Doctor, whenever we are trying to know, because this is the main part of our research, because we need to customize our literature, because if you're not customizing our literature, exactly copying whatever is written by some scholars, it will be a remark on us. So whenever we are reviewing some papers, we have to use a tool called as Mendeley. We are using the tool called as Mendeley, which I have sent it in the chat box. Now, the advantage of using this Mendeley is we can now publish article in any style, in any referencing style. whether it's a Harvard style
Correct.
or whether it's
Correct.
APA style or MLS style. For English people, for MLS style, they follow. So now
Correct.
this is the tool which we have been using in our university, and this has been useful because this will reduce lot of our work. So do we
Correct.
have any kind of practical sessions on these things, Doctor, on literature review, so that all the research scholars can have the advantage of these things?
Yes, yes, yes. That's what in the course research methodology and professional ethics, I think it is there in the third unit, the more elaborate. In a third unit, I think in a third and fourth unit, you will get more idea about these all the tools which is used for identifying the research gaps using literature review. You will get the more detail about it.
That's it. Thank you, Doctor. That's what
Yeah.
my question is, because literature review is one of the
Yeah,
key
that's
areas
correct,
for any
Mandali.
research.
Yes, yes, Abhin sir, definitely. That Mandal can help you to simplify your problem. There are a lot of things you can get it from this. So then people can address this. In another, I think third or fourth unit, they may address. They will tell you how to this literature, because literature review is the main attention for everybody to identify the research gaps. Without literature, we can't do anything because we are not a god. We are not a god. Then the assumption sometimes is not created in our mind. Only you have to do, you go on reading some article, you will get some idea from that. What people they develop in the article, just you read it, you will get some idea in addition to that. That itself is the research gap for you.
That's true, Doctor. Doctor, can you go to the second slide, Doctor? One more question with your permission.
Yeah, please.
Can you go to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
second slide of this? Second slide. Yes,
Yeah.
Doctor. No, third slide. Third
Yeah.
slide regarding proposal, Doctor. Research proposal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doctor,
Research.
this
Yes,
regarding
please.
this research proposal, actually research proposal is a base for any grant. Whenever we are applying for any grant or any grants we get, because right now I have 3 grants for my research. So this research proposal, I
Okay.
feel, should be the first step instead of coming back. So if I'm wrong, correct me if this is wrong, because research
Yeah,
proposal will be a start of any research program. I feel.
That's correct. Abhi, I agree with you, but also same time, this is the already you are in the line. You know the importance. But those who come in a newcomer into the research activity, then very difficult for
Okay.
them.
Fine.
Until
fine,
unless
yeah.
you get some experience on the concept or experimental methods or research methods, then to identify some new innovative areas or applications, very difficult to write the proposal for them, for the newcomers. But for experienced people, already they are in the research area. Yes, this is the easy for them.
Yes,
Research
Doctor.
proposal, once you accepted by the funding agency or government body, yes, you are the supreme. Your product, your proposal is, your research activities is certified by the national body. No one in your thesis, nobody question your, this is a for the thesis. Nobody can question that.
Thank you, Doctor. I'm done for today.
Sir, can I ask you?
Sir, excuse me, sir. Can I go,
Yeah.
can you go back to the second slide where I missed a point, sir?
Yeah,
Yes.
this is second slide.
1 second, sir.
Please, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
okay, madam. Yeah,
Sir,
yeah, please.
for our research, there is any websites or any tools for our research, sir?
Yeah, definitely. There are many. What do you want actually? And what area you want? There are many websites are today, but only you have to identify which one is the correct.
So, sir, can you tell some websites for our research? I don't know how to refer, how to research. I don't know, sir. Can I tell you, sir, some websites or tools?
Madam, you want write the thesis or you want for your research, basic research, or you want for writing the research proposals? What you want actually? So
For
that you,
our
first of
basic
all, you
research.
define basic research. Yes, I can share the links also, no problem. There are many things because today I given a research lectures in many areas. The problem is now they have started. Now
Okay.
because they are lacking of guidance.
Okay.
They are lacking guidance really. Guidance is very much important how we go about. That's what the supervisor is very important here. That
Okay,
he can mold or he or she can mold you like anything to get the extractive or attractive things from your thesis. It's very important, really. A basic research or fundamental research or experimental research, whatever it is, But your involvement, your but for the newcomer, the guidance is required. Yes,
Oh, okay,
the
sir.
guidance is
Excuse me,
required.
sir.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
yeah, please.
No, sir, total how many units are there in research methodology, sir?
Madam, madam, you please ask about the relevant for you. This is the general things. You can get the maybe Dr. Balaji is not shared the syllabus.
Sir, just now we received one mail. In that you will find complete information. So you please check your email. Just now Balaji sir, he sent us the email.
Yeah,
We are having research plan, how many topics we have, academic calendar, everything is there. So you can go through with that.
madam,
Oh.
that is not an issue. That is not an issue. That's not a problem. But you
Yes.
really they want any inputs for the research, your own research activity. Yes, we are always guiding, always for you. As on behalf of the SR University, definitely we are always available.
Excuse me, sir.
And
Excuse me, sir.
yes, madam, please.
Sir, can you just take me to the quantitative slides once, sir? Because I think I missed something there where I think I need just to verify. I have a doubt if I see the slide, I might get clarified with the quantitative research, sir.
Quantitative research. Okay, madam.
Yes, sir. I think if I'm not wrong, the last two slides.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Already we discussed, madam, earlier also, but here I'm given a
Yes, I mean, I have a issue here, sir, a little internet issue. So I couldn't. Is there any other slide, sir?
yeah, one more slide is there. This is the same.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, okay,
Can you
madam.
just brief me of what happened, the part I missed of quantitative research, sir? Just brief me, sir.
Yeah, that's what here is you can see objectivity
Sir?
and precision.
Mm-hmm.
So, and statistical analysis. So, just only we can use what are the tools, analyze data, identify patterns, and make predictions. We can increase the number of data. Number of data by using some conclusions, drawing some conclusions from the statistical analysis. You can generate the huge amount of. Today you have design of experimentations. Do you have an idea?
No, sir. I'm very new
This
to
is about the
this
statistical
research.
surface methods. There are swarm optimization. There are many
Mm.
optimization techniques are there.
Mm.
So these
Okay.
they can use to generate a lot of data.
Mm.
This is for extremely in the quantitative analysis
Okay.
and comparative.
Comparative
Generalized.
analysis, I have little doubt. Okay. Generalized is a common to everyone, irrespective of.
Yeah, these are generalized things because qualitative is specific. Qualitative is specific, but this is a generalized.
Okay, sir.
The qualitative is more important than quantitative. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir. Quality is important apart from quantitative.
Yes, qualitative is very important. Then that's what if you find any free time, there
Yes,
are
sir.
many eminent people in India, good researchers in India, One Eureka
Okay.
channel is there. I will, Eureka one channel is there. There
Okay, sir.
are many eminent people who sacrifice their life for the entire research. Today we are here because of their sacrificing something from their life really.
Yes, sir.
They are passion, they are love to do the research. There are many innovative things.
Okay, sir. Please do share the link, sir, because
Sir,
Yeah, definitely.
I have a doubt, sir. Sir,
Yeah, please, madam.
with
Yeah.
this, I have a doubt related to literature review. Now, if it is
tell.
about the practical implementation and all these things, that is fine. So field work, all these things they are doing fine. But when it comes to humanities, especially like English literature and all, where our primary source, everything depends only on the books. Okay, we can't go and maybe once or twice, maybe we may take the interview of the poet directly or something. But if at all there is the poet is not there or something like that, I mean, our primary source totally is based on books only. So at that time, what all things can be considered for our literature review? I mean, this thing,
Madam,
because
madam, simple. You see the interviews of many eminent people.
yes, sir.
Yes, that is a one kind source. Maybe it's
Okay.
not there in the book, but in the current literature, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the best thing.
Okay, so those interviews also we can take for literature review, and then we can analyze things from there, take the
Why
needed
not?
point.
Why not? Why not? Why not? That maybe comes because only you can take the top people interview. That
Yes, sir.
the background of the people is very important. Today,
Yes.
everybody is they creating some video and they post in the social media, and that is not. You validate that interview.
Okay.
The people who you can write the in the reference you can write. You can write in the reference also, nothing wrong.
So your voice is breaking. Some disturbance.
Yeah, from the interview, whatever you feel that is good for you, then you take it and write the reference.
Okay, sir. Sure. Okay.
Yeah,
So that
yeah,
would be a
interviews.
great source for literature review.
Yes.
So what about the behavioral study in English? Behavioral study is also part of qualitative study, right? Behavioral
Today,
study
yes,
on a novel.
novel, and there many people are speaking about the attitude of the people. Many people are there today. I think I saw many videos. Sometimes I feel I get some time. I used to take some psychological aspects and all, how the engineering graduates or postgraduate students are changed their attitude with respect to all these conditions. Yes, because we are in a position to give a lot of inputs to the people. We also used to listen some people, like extraordinary people in the society. We want to watch their videos. Okay,
Sir,
madam?
sir, one doubt, sir. For
Yeah.
humanities, especially for English literature or something like that, is it qualitative research or does it comes up or mixed methods?
Maybe.
Methodology.
Yes, maybe. Is a mixture also.
Okay, it can be a qualitative or mixed.
Yes. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
all. Thank you very much. And now I'll end the session. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
So please send the slide of this class, sir.
Yeah.
75% attendance is mandatory, sir. Balaji
Even
madam
even
said,
I'm
how to
asking
take
to
attendance,
send.
sir?